Welcome back to another episode of Life in Chaos.
Half of what I do is work, the other half's therapy because people just don't want to get rid of their shit.
That's true. Hello,
Hi.
and welcome back to
Life in Chaos.
Chaos.
What they said.
I am Jennifer, and with me I have
Kelly.
and Nita. Yay! Nita's back. Nita's back. Nita's back. What's your favorite board game? Candyland.
Scrabble. There's a reason behind it, though.
Ow.
I don't know. I'm like stupid competitive. Like, first off, I can't play Scrabble because kicks my ass every single time. I like card games. My kid taught me a card game recently, so I enjoyed that.
Okay.
I can't remember. I think it was called Sevens or something. I don't know.
Okay.
My kid's playing poker.
Oh.
It's my 18-year-old is playing poker online.
That's not good, but
see, he's not. No, it's just there's no money involved.
Okay.
No. I said you ain't paying to play. No, it's like virtual and then bragging rights.
All right. Describe a smell that instantly transports you to a specific memory. I go first. Calvin Klein's obsession. And the reason is because my parents used to wear it all the time. And I distinctively remember it singed in my nose the small amount of times my mother would actually give me a hug. Yep. That's mine.
If I say Calvin Klein obsession, my boyfriend, my senior year, used to wear it. He gave me, I loved polar bears. He gave me a stuffed polar bear that was like this big, and he sprayed some of his cologne on top of the polar bear. But that's not what the memory was that I was going to say. I was going to say lilacs.
Oh, why?
I used to live in San Diego.
Okay.
And I had a convertible.
Mm.
And when I drove to work, instead of getting on I-5, because that's a shit show, I would take back roads and surface streets through the bougie-ass neighborhoods. And there was this one corner where there was just a whole bunch of lilacs. And even if the top wasn't down on the car, even if it was a cool day, I would put the windows down just so I could smell the lilacs.
Oh, wow.
Driving, it was on the edge of Rancho Santa Fe. Just outside of San Diego. I loved it. It just takes me back to like that perfect weather and the job that was so much fun. And I worked at an animal care and education center, and it's where I adopted my dog. And
oh, that's awesome.
We had horses and chickens, and it was a cool place.
What about you?
Honestly, a live Christmas tree. We used to have like a huge open house every year at Christmas where we would do a tree trimming. And it started when I was a kid with my parents, and you would bring an ornament with you to help decorate the tree. We would get this 20-foot tree that was massive. My parents' condominium had 24-foot ceilings.
Oh, good God.
Where your dad was?
Jeez.
In the big lobby area? Yeah, it was huge. There's a big stained glass window up there, too. It was really pretty.
Great for pictures for graduation, prom, all that crap.
I like it.
But
where'd everybody park, man? Well, it was Boston. They just walked probably.
Oh, no. I was the personal valet.
Oh. You were driving cars. Yeah. All right, let's see.
But I love the smell of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
When you die, that's dark.
Oh.
What do you want to be remembered for? Raising kind humans.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be remembered
Loving
for.
people.
Yeah.
Being a good human.
Yep. Just, Yep. Just being a good person and kind of, I don't wanna necessarily say paying that forward, but trying to, like, live that life and put that energy out into
Mhm.
the world.
All right. So, why shouldn't you trust trees?
Trees.
You're overthinking it.
It has something to do with leaves.
They seem shady.
Well, I was thinking about the gardens because the
What kind of music do elves listen to? Rat music. That, my friends, is
Wrapping
some
paper?
corny ass dad jokes. And why did we have to say those? Because the topic today is Father's Day. Uh this is gonna be interesting. So the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. So happy Father's Day to those who actually give a fuck. All right, let's talk about Father's Day today. Not just the stereotypes, not just the bad dad jokes. The real versions. Because being a father comes with a weight that people don't always talk about. And I get that. I will say this, and then we're gonna jump right into the dirtiness of it all. My husband is a phenomenal dad. He is great with the kids. He respects their boundaries. He is kind with them. He is awesome. However, there are some moments where I want to choke the shit out of him, and then probably vice versa. Um, but for me to have him in my life where I didn't have a suitable father, I'm still astonished day to day that my kids get such an amazing dad. That my daughter knows what it's like to grow up with a caring and loving father that respects her as a human, right? That doesn't just blow smoke up anybody's ass. Um, However, going through life um as a child, my father was a dick,
Mhm.
plain and simple. Big
she's
fat,
giving yours a run for the money,
big
just so you
fat
know.
dick. Um,
And Elizabeth does too.
yeah, like we've all had some shitty parents. Um, I always want the answer to this one question, and I never get a straight answer. And that question is always why?
Why are they shitty dads?
Just why? Why
Mhm.
didn't you care? Why weren't you there? Why didn't you try? Why do anything half-ass? Either do it or don't do it. And now that I have children, this condescending fucking asshole wants to now be a part of my child's life. No, or my children's lives. You're not a grand anything because you were never a father. So why would I grant you the promotion to be a grand father when your ass didn't even know how to be a father?
Your I personally think that your answer to why is we weren't a priority.
Mm,
We we were not the most important thing in their
mhm,
lives. They were the most important thing in their lives. Their needs were the most important thing in their lives.
mhm,
And we can see this evolution of fathers,
mhm.
right? Because we see your husband.
Yeah.
We see my husband,
Mhm.
who has amazing moments.
Mhm.
He's a pretty good dad. The stories that he's told me from when he grew up, he didn't necessarily his parents were married, but he didn't necessarily have that modeled for him.
Right. Right.
Um, but he was also, the youngest of 12, and by the time he came home, his dad was like, "I'm just
Checked
tired.
out.
I'm checked out," right?
Mhm.
So, also, black man living in the South in the '60s, and it's just
Yeah.
right.
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole other conversation. But I wasn't a priority for
Mhm.
my dad. Um, because if somebody's important to you, you make the time and you make the effort.
Yep.
I wasn't a person to my dad. I was an
You
extension
were an
of
accessory.
him.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but your dad had that whole image that he wanted to
Mhm.
project.
Mhm.
My dad didn't care.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Um, but my dad passed away. What's the
Today's
day?
the 30th.
My dad passed away a year ago yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I think. I don't know. We weren't close.
Yeah.
Um, and in recent years, he had reached out to me wanting to kind of reconnect,
Mhm.
and I held my boundaries firm. And just because you are old and feeling your mortality and looking back on your life and thinking, I could have done things better,
Mhm. Mhm.
that doesn't
Shoulda, coulda,
mean
woulda.
that doesn't mean that I have to give you license to have that opportunity to do that with my kids.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, and he was toxic towards your kids, let's be real.
Oh, he was racist as fuck.
Mhm. Mhm.
He saw a picture of my oldest as an infant and said, "Well, he doesn't look black."
Mm.
Like,
Wow.
the melanin don't start on day 1, buddy.
Exactly.
So, especially in biracial
It
children.
takes some time.
Um, but, he was an alcoholic narcissist
Mhm.
who had very selfish tendencies, as most addicts do. It's part of it. My mom constantly made excuses for him.
Yep.
They divorced when I was very young, because he was verbally abusive. Oh, him and my grandfather. So this was in the mid '70s, right?
Mhm.
Changed the name on the deed of the house to try to prevent my mom from getting the house.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, my mom told me that because her
Wow.
name wasn't, it wasn't until what, 70 something that women were allowed to have like their own bank accounts and
Mhm.
stuff like
Mhm.
that. She did get the house in the divorce.
Mm.
Um, and she sold it a couple years later. But yeah, I remember I didn't know that, and then I looked over the property records. They changed it from my dad's name to, like, my grandfather's name or something like that.
Wow. His father?
Yeah.
Get
Who
the
also
fuck out of here. Is an alcohol or was an
was an
alcoholic?
alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah.
His liver shut down. I remember seeing him in the VA hospital
Mhm.
before he passed away. I was very young. And I mean, I have good memories of spending time at my
Yeah.
grandma and grandpa's house, but I saw him like every other weekend. My dad took me down there because it was easier to entertain me down there than at his own place.
And I'm right there with you because I remember, being raised by the greats. My great aunt, my great uncle, my grandmother, my grandfather. My grandfather was an alcoholic. Um, he died of
A multitude of things, but liver failure
everything.
was probably right there at the
Yep.
top of the list with the
And
jaundiced eyes and all that stuff. Yep.
lung cancer,
Oh,
because he
same.
was a chain smoker and all of
Mine
that.
smoked a pipe. Oh, the question about smell memory. If
Uh-huh.
I smell a pipe, it reminds me of my grandpa.
Yeah. Um, so I those were good memories for me because I had fun, right?
Mhm.
I was always loved. I was the only well, I had a cousin, but I never met her, if that makes sense. Very weird. So, her name was Cicely, and she was born to my uncle Jackie, and her mother, when she was born, took her back to Connecticut. So we never interacted growing up.
Interesting.
And so for my grandmother, I was her only grandchild.
Okay.
And I was the only girl because my grandmother had 4 boys.
Oy vey.
And
Okay.
so I was everything to her.
Mhm.
And so growing up, I was like, this is great, da da da. And m if my father would come visit his mother from wherever he was living at the time, I never wanted to be around him.
You didn't know him,
I didn't know him.
and he would never stayed. You didn't.
Exactly.
Why
I
would
would
you?
always and I can remember at a very young age asking my grandmother, "Can we go to Aunt Ree's house?" Which is my Aunt Marie, and who is still alive, thank God. She's like 97. Um, and like, "Can we go to Aunt Riri's?" And my grandma was like, "Okay." She didn't ask questions. She didn't force me to have a relationship with my father. She always wanted me to feel comfortable. Or I'd be like, "Can I walk down to Aunt Kay's?" Because where they lived, like, my grandmother's house was, like, on this back country road, and just down the driveway was my Aunt Kay and my Aunt, Maggie, and I could just walk. I never have to hit the street. I could always walk down the driveway and be right there. And my Uncle Joe would be in the field, and he'd watch me walk, and he'd scream back to my grandmother, "She's in the house," and growing up like that was fantastic. I loved it. But every time my father came over, I left. I left. I could not be around him. I didn't know him. I didn't wanna know him. He didn't wanna know me. He didn't care to know me. But
But now he's trying to.
now he's trying to get into the good graces of wanting to be in my children's lives.
Has
And
he ever apologized for any of his
fuck
behavior?
no.
That's what I told my dad. When my dad initially reached
Fuck
out
no.
when my dad initially reached out to me, and it was right after my younger son was born, so
Mhm.
this was 14 years ago probably.
Mhm.
I was still working full time, and I said, "I am busy, and I have 2 young children,
Mhm.
and I will not expose them to somebody that's going to treat them as less than because of the color of their skin.
Right.
That's never going to happen.
Right.
I'm protecting my children." I said, "So, I need you to think about what you're capable of
Mhm.
and what you've done to me over
Mhm.
the years." I gave him an earful. Like, you know, that letter that your therapist tells you to write
Yep.
that you'll never
Mhm.
send?
Yep.
I basically told him all the shit that was in that letter.
Mhm.
It was so cathartic for me to just
Let
I
it out. Yeah.
and I didn't do it wasn't like yelling or anything. It wasn't this big emotional thing. It was a very matter of fact type of thing.
Mhm.
And I said, "So I need you to think about what you're capable of." And because he did, I got a "I'm sorry," but it was like this blanket apology. And I said, "Sorry for what?"
Yeah. He
Right?
gave you what he thought you needed to hear.
I need you to really see how your actions impacted me.
Yes.
And if you want this relationship,
Mhm.
you need to acknowledge that. And I want like an apology for those actions. I don't want this blanket, "Well, I'm sorry for not being there"
Mhm.
kind
Mhm.
of bullshit. And I said, "You think about what you're capable of.
Yep.
Talk to Dot, my stepmom."
Mhm.
And I said, "If you want to continue a relationship, we can have another conversation." And I never heard from him again
Yeah.
because it would require the boomer parent to think back to, "Oh shit," and then acknowledge all of that stuff and be willing to have a genuine conversation with
But
you.
how much of that could he actually go back that was sober enough for him to remember?
Not my problem.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and so
This isn't a very
now
happy Father's Day conversation.
well, now it is he wants to be in my children's lives because he has no one else.
Mm,
Your
Because my
fucking problem, you made that bed.
yep.
exactly, because my grandfather's now gone.
Should have thought about that
My,
40 years ago.
grandmother is now gone,
Mm.
and now, oh, who do I leave my life insurance to? It's not to me. He left it to my kids.
Oh, I did get a $3,000 life insurance check for my dad.
Mhm.
But I think everything else, I had a cousin that had supported him for the most part
Yeah.
for over the years. She was in the same town he lived in and helped him get all of his medical care and stuff like that because she didn't have kids of her own.
And I'm thinking to myself, never did you ever pay child support to my mother.
Yeah.
Never did you the times he would pick me up to keep me, quote unquote, for the weekend during the summer, I made my ass right back home. Half the time I damn near walked. I was like, I don't want to be here. For what? For what?
To be in a room and have you ignore me?
And that's exactly what would happen.
Mhm.
Or he'd have his girlfriend come over and be like, "Oh, can you entertain her?" I spent more time with his girlfriend, and I still remember her to this day. Her name was Cheryl, and she or Sharon, maybe Sharon, and she was phenomenal. She showed up at my graduation. Why? Because I invited her. Was he invited? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But she was, and she showed up.
Mhm.
She was there with bells on. "What you want, baby? I got you. Let's go out to dinner." She was the sweetest damn person. And my mother, and I remember this to this day because my mother and I stood in our living room and we were talking to her. And we both looked at her and said, "Why? Why are you with him?"
Mhm.
And she said, "Oh, he's a nice guy." And we both looked at each other like, "No, he's not." And she did. She broke up with him after she realized, like, no, he's actually full of shit.
Well, women tend to like project.
Yeah.
We think we can fix people.
Yeah.
So that's something
Yeah.
that
Well,
hopefully that urge will be broken in future generations.
I think that being that we have had such trying and troubled relationships with our own fathers that raising these new humans
Mhm.
that we are not putting them in a place or space to have to feel that,
Yeah.
and that we chose partners in life that understand what we've been through and may have gone through themselves, to vow that this is not the relationship that we're going to project onto our children.
I think what else it has given me, I don't know if strength is the right word, but if something isn't right
Mhm.
between my husband and my kids, I feel confident in pushing back
Yes.
on that.
Yes.
Like, we have an autistic kid,
Mhm.
and you we can't raise this kid like you would raise
Exactly.
every other kid, right?
Mhm.
So he has made an effort to educate himself,
Mhm.
and he has stepped back and looked at some of our son's behaviors and tried to get a better understanding of
Mhm.
why. Um, he and he doesn't always communicate that. He does a lot of this stuff on his own.
Right.
So, but then I'll see the effects of it.
Mhm. He may speak differently,
Mhm.
or he may, um, calm his own self down before he approaches your child, or he may find a different way to handle a breakdown.
Mhm.
And whereas you are sitting back going, "Wait, whoa,
He's
that's kind of attractive."
he's not the best at apologizing
Mhm.
or acknowledging when he's incorrect about something.
Yeah.
So I will push back on him
Mhm.
in those instances and be like, "You need
Yeah.
to apologize to your kid. He didn't do anything
Right.
wrong."
And you know what? I applaud you for that, because we talked about this before in many episodes, apologizing to our children, because my husband will call me out. He'll call me straight to the front and tell me, "You messed up." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." But then I think about it, I'm like, "No, you're right." But I love the fact that I too can step in the middle and say, "Ho, ho, ho,
Mhm.
let's take a break. It's getting a little too intense right now." And that he's receptive to be like, I hear you."
He's not always the most receptive to it.
Mhm.
After 20 years together, we've learned better ways to communicate.
Yeah.
Um, he I usually text this type of conversation to him because
Mm.
he needs to be able to kind of like absorb it
Mhm.
and process. And I'm the same way
Mhm.
because sometimes face-to-face conversations, things can get emotional quickly,
Oh, yeah, especially
and
with facial expressions.
yeah, and then, it may not always be the most productive conversation.
Yeah.
So, it's it's definitely, we've learned the nuances of
Mhm.
one another over the years. We still I mean, by all means, we still, have our problems
Oh, every marriage does.
but,
If you don't, you're not living.
right. Anybody that tells you that marriage doesn't work, it's
You're a mannequin.
it's never romantic.
You were gonna say something? All
Dinosaur.
right.
Kelly's over here just like, "Doo,
Yep.
doo, doo."
Well, no, I mean, this is an awesome conversation, but from a Father's Day perspective,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was kinda thinking, like, has anyone noticed the way moms bend over backwards to make sure Father's Day is a great day for the dads, but vice versa, moms get gas station flowers and maybe chocolates if they're lucky?
That haven't
Um
been sitting since Halloween.
I s I've sent my husband and both my kids
Mhm.
But
an
here
Amazon wish list this year for
Okay.
Mother's Day.
Okay.
I would be thrilled with any of the items on this list,
Uh-huh.
okay? Doesn't need to be some big over the top thing. Let's, go out to dinner, order dinner, and I said, "I'm not cooking, I'm not walking in the kitchen."
Yeah.
That's the deal for the day. And there was stuff on there ranging from $5 to $105.
Mhm.
So, and I
And
got
how
a few
much did you get?
things. Um, I got a king size memory foam mattress pad
Ooh.
that I wanted. I have a Sleep Number bed, so you just like unzip the top of the
Mhm.
mattress and I slide it in because over time the foamy stuff kind of breaks down. It's like
Before you
getting a new
continue,
bed.
did you hear about this Sleep Number bed that's been going all over the internet?
Oh, mine's old. Mine's like 14 years
That
old.
if you lift it up and you
Mhm.
look underneath, how if the tube has a leak in it, it's causing mold in people's upper respiratory issues?
Oh, mine's not adjustable. Mine's old. Mine's like 14 years old.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I know
so I know
you
what you
guys used to have a Sleep Number that you got rid of
we got
because it was leaking
in
or it wouldn't hold
it
air or
it
something.
wasn't the tube, it was the mattress that
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
insert in the mattress, and, um, we've always been really careful with the tubes
Mhm.
just because of the fact that it seemed like the right thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Uh,
all it is a glorified air mattress.
It's a glorified air mattress. It's an adjust on demand air mattress that
Yeah.
has a whole lot of memory foam wrapped
Mhm.
around it. But I find for my needs, like as I some days I'm a little more achy than other days and I
yeah,
may need a firmer mattress or a softer mattress.
it doesn't feel as much like an air mattress,
No,
like
you
if
don't
you,
like
like,
sink to the
put it
middle of it or anything.
if you put, like, an arrow bed up,
Yeah.
it's not that kinda air mattress.
Yeah.
Um,
They
but
are separate chambers. It's not
Mhm.
like one big it's yeah.
so which is nice because, like, in my case, Elizabeth
Mhm.
loves to sleep on, like, 100%, where it is full, completely firm.
Yeah.
You could bounce a quarter off that thing.
No, that's too hard.
Um,
It's nice for changing the sheets to like do that, but my
yeah.
sleep number's like 55.
Yeah, I'm, like, 55 to 65.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
Um,
that. I don't have that luxury.
Oh, I couldn't
got
I
afford a
have a
$4,000, $5,000 one they have now.
I have a Bob's adjustable.
I, we got this first Sleep Number while I was pregnant,
Mm.
and we got an adjustable,
Mhm.
and that thing saved my life
Mhm.
while
Mhm.
being pregnant.
Mhm.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had that when being pregnant because that probably would've helped my hip issues and back issues, but
That's the nice thing
anyways.
about the sleep number is you adjust it when you're laying on it.
Yeah.
And so then like I'm a right side sleeper, so
Mhm.
I get on my right side and that's when I adjust it and it helps immensely with my hip issues and my knees.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
now,
Something to consider if you want to. Yeah,
yeah,
but
need
but
new
they're
bed.
expensive as hell now, so.
Everything's expensive as hell now, but,
True.
Facts.
Facts.
um,
Oh, yeah, but anyhow, I gave him a list, and I got a few things on the list. I talked to my therapist about this. I said, "You know what? Like, Christmas comes and, like, every gift is wrapped." And
Mhm.
she said, "Have a conversation with him. Tell him you want a little magic." I
Yeah.
said, "I would like it doesn't need to be over the top."
It just has to
Go
be
to the dollar
something.
go to the dollar store and get a gift bag.
Yeah.
Stick it in a gift bag or something. None was wrapped.
Did you ever eventually get anything for Christmas? Because didn't they forget you last year?
They forgot me last year for
Oh
Christmas.
my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah. Everybody sat there and opened their presents, and about an hour and a half after everybody opened their presents, I said, "Y'all having a good day?" They go, "Yeah." I said, "Do you like the wrapping paper and stuff?" "Yeah." I said, "How do you think this gets done?"
Mhm.
They're like I said, "Mommy does this."
Mhm.
Like, my youngest is all about the tree and decorating the tree because we have the routine day after Christmas, tree comes out, blah, or day after Thanksgiving. You know the
Yeah.
routine, right? Um, I'm like, "Mommy does this." And I don't see anything here for mommy. So, I would like to see some effort from you guys going forward. And for the rest of the day, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'll come back down later and we'll eat something. We didn't do a big dinner or anything. But so my youngest took that very personally to heart and
Absolutely.
felt a lot of pressure for Mother's Day actually. Um and a couple days before Mother's Day, he took dad over to Michael's
Mhm.
and got me like a Woobles type of
Mhm.
kit. 'Cause he thought I would like that and got me something else, I can't even remember what else. Um, Nothing was wrapped though, but it's a step in the right direction.
Hey, at least you got
And
something.
I, voiced my concerns.
Yeah.
What I do for Father's Day in return is, you reach a point in your life where if you want something, you just kinda get
Get
it
it
for
yourself.
yourself, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, my husband has lots of stuff, so finding something that he likes that he could use
Mhm.
can sometimes be a challenge.
Same.
Um, so I
I
don't
have a specific collection that I keep that I don't get stuff for, that I specifically keep so that my child specifically
can get you
Mhm.
something.
can get me something anytime, that
Mhm.
it's easy to figure out. He knows I will love it,
Mhm.
and
I like that.
Yeah,
and it's like Funko Pops. It's not, like, super
Mhm.
expensive. It's
yeah.
something that,
Yeah.
like, he can get. Um, and I think in the 15 years I've been collecting them, he's only gotten me duplicates once.
Okay.
I mean, there's always a nice dinner. I ask him
Yeah.
if he wants a special dinner, if he wants to go out. Like if you want me to make you something special, or do you want to go out for dinner? Um, we always do cards, of course, and then since he's diabetic now, I get him sugar-free treats. I'll get him like sugar-free Reese cup or something like that. Um,
Well, now he's getting older, you can get him the sugar free Werthers, they're really good.
he doesn't like hard candy, but
Old man candy.
I do love some Werthers.
And I know that
These are
because
nice.
my diabetic father loves those things.
It's like I'll tell
Yeah.
Unc that you said that. That's what I'm calling him lately, Unc, because he's like, "Oh, man."
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, I mean, I always do something. It may not necessarily be something over the top,
Yeah.
but, it comes from a place of gratitude.
Okay.
An acknowledgement and thinking about somebody.
Exactly.
So, we did dig in a little hard on the shitty fathers, but let's acknowledge the ones that actually are present, and their emotional side of fatherhood. This part doesn't get talked about enough. Fathers feel deeply too. They worry, they overthink, they question themselves, and they have moments where they wonder, am I doing enough? Am I being present enough? Will my child remember the good parts of me? But society doesn't always create space for fathers to talk about those feelings openly. Yes, ma'am.
My sister, passed away 16 years ago,
Mhm.
and this chair is squeaky as hell, sorry, and she had twin boys
Mhm.
that were teenagers at the time, and they are now both fathers.
Mm.
Watching them become fathers.
Mhm.
Now, one of them, the transition was a bit difficult due to baby mama drama,
Mhm.
but it has truly, and I'm pretty close with, I'm actually quite close with both of them. Um, it has been one of the greatest joys.
Yeah.
First off, they both have girls.
Girl dads. Yeah.
So
Yep.
that girl dad energy is kicking in.
Mhm.
Now, one of my nephews thinks he has to do everything for everybody all the time,
Mhm.
and he struggles with boundaries, and
Sounds very familiar.
he's gonna run himself ragged.
Yes, he is.
But he is there for his girl. He is
Mhm.
there for her kindergarten graduation. He is at all of
Mhm.
her cheer things.
Mhm.
He is about to remarry, so he's stepdad to a little boy who just started like T-ball.
Aw.
And the way he talks about his daughter, he's like, she's my best friend.
Mhm.
And just how much he loves her and the thought of being away from her,
Yeah. Yeah.
it like physically pains him.
Mm.
And then my other nephew in Texas,
You kind of adopted them,
I
so
did,
Yeah,
I
they are
did.
your sons.
Um,
you have 5
my other
children.
nephew in Texas, his ex was going to move,
Mhm.
and their custody agreement said, like, no more than 2 hours Texas is a big ass state,
Yeah.
so you can't just say they gotta stay in the state because it could be 7 hours on the other side of the damn state, right? But, when that baby was first born, things were very difficult when they split up and stuff, and he's like, "I don't even know if I wanna be here. Am I gonna be a good dad? Blah, blah, blah."
Mhm.
Year later, 2 years later, she'll be 2 in November, by the way, complete 180.
Yeah.
He took his ex back to court. He's like, "You're not moving that far away. You're not moving my
Mm.
daughter that far away from me.
Mm.
I'm paying child support.
Yeah.
I'm spending all the time with my daughter. I want to spend more time with her. You are not taking her that far away from
Mhm.
me."
Mhm.
And he'll FaceTime me with her, and she looks
Aw.
just like him. Oh, it's so funny. She's so cute.
I love
And
that.
it's just and my sister was a single mom, and
Mhm.
their dad walked out when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
The day after she found out it was twins, he left.
That's so fucked up.
And so they are certainly making every effort to be
Yeah.
the father that they did not have.
And that takes us into the next 2 bullets. Presence matters more than perfection. Children don't need perfect fathers. They need present
Mhm.
ones. The moments matter when you showing up. When you're showing up, he cheer, graduation. When you're listening, laughing together, teaching life lessons, and simply being there. Those moments build memories that last. The other part is fathers who are breaking the cycles.
Mhm.
Some fathers are doing something powerful right now. They're parenting differently than they were raised. They're more emotionally available, more intentional, more communicative.
Yay.
I did it. More involved. And while it may not always feel natural, it matters deeply because healing generational patterns takes courage. You're doing a good job there, babe.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we my family doesn't look like a typical family.
Right.
So, my son doesn't have a typical dad.
Mhm.
Um, but we provide all aspects of support and raise and education and
Mhm.
teaching him how to be a good human. But we are grateful that we have several people that we are close friends with
Your created family.
who have great fathers.
Yeah.
And those men have stood up and even though they keep their own children's relationship with them primary
Mhm.
because that's how it
Yeah.
should be,
Yeah.
they invite him in to the discourse.
Mm.
And so he has male figures to
Mhm.
talk to
Mhm.
and bounce how do I be a man
Right.
off of.
Right. Right. I love that. For the fathers who feel unseen, who work hard quietly, carrying pressure silently, love deeply, even if they don't always say it perfectly, you do matter. Your effort matters, your presence matters, even when it feels unnoticed. And for those with complicated feelings who are unsure if you're doing it right, Father's Day can feel complicated for a lot of people. For those who lost a father, had an absent father, experienced hurt or trauma, or longed for the connection that wasn't there, your feelings are valid too. This day can hold both love and grief at the same time.
Yep.
So happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there who are trying their very damn best. And happy Father's Day to the mothers who have stepped into the position of being the quote unquote father for their child. And
Happy Father's Day to all the men out there that are stepping up into that role
that role
for
to be that
others.
bonus father. Yeah.
So after my sister passed, the options for where my nephews were going to go was limited.
Mm-hmm.
Um, their big brother, big sister from the Big Brother, Big Sister program actually ended up their
Mm,
legal guardians.
I love that.
And Bruce
Mm-hmm.
was their father figure.
Yeah.
And they call Bruce every year. Actually, one of the boys is currently on vacation with them. Of course, they're like parents to them,
Yeah.
right? They're actually Tyler's in the Smoky Mountains with him right now on vacation with the kids. Um, he stepped up and
Yeah.
he was the role model
Yeah.
for those young men
Yeah.
that they needed.
And that matters.
And that made a big difference. But also, they had to do a lot of therapy. And I think that therapy really helped them just kind of understand their emotions and a lot of the feelings that they were processing, not only over losing their mom, but just not having a consistent father figure
Mm-hmm.
in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage any men that if you are thinking or if you are a father and you feel like you're not the father that your kids need or you want to be, just do a little therapy
Do a
and
little
just,
therapy.
face the emotions and
Yeah.
be real with yourself.
Yeah, I got real cold in here.
It did get cold.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Life in Chaos fam. Hit us up at lifeandchaospodcast@gmail.com and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Life in Chaos. Check out our Instagram at Life in Chaos Podcast or email us at lifeandchaospodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Life in Chaos Podcast. So that we can take time with our families, we will be on a short summer break. Please enjoy all that we have provided so far. We will be back in the studio soon. Take care.